So who you are is this presence, this alive, vibrant presence. This infinite, that's always here, that's never affected by anything. And this is who you are. This is what's looking now, this emptiness looking out, this emptiness appearing as everything. And this emptiness isn't negative. Empty sounds negative in the English language. It's so full and everything and love and pure. It's not affected by anything that happens in this life. It's free. It's not conditioned or it's not conditioned or not conditioned. That's hard to say in English. It's not caged or free. It's not right or wrong. It's not good or bad. It's not judging or non-judgment judging. It's free of anything. And it's not separate from anything that's experienced. It's not even consciousness that's behind the head or consciousness that's conscious of something. The consciousness is the things. The perception is the things. Who you are the things. And it's free to be whatever it wants. And it's never moved, it's always here, it's always present, but what moves is the appearances in it, like a kaleidoscope. The kaleidoscope never moves, yet there's multiple colours being performed. Multiple colours appearing. They're all the same picture, but just formatted in different ways to give the appearance of difference. So right here, it feels like you've walked through a world and that you're going through a world and that the world is changing, but actually, there is only everything. And that everything is free. To be whatever it is, it's not judged, it's not anything, it's free. And then this aliveness, this presence, is looking at a person and looking at a world and looking at all the things this person interacts with. And this person has a particular programming, like a computer, has a particular way it thinks about things. And what can happen is there's an attachment to the program. So the presence and the program almost feel like they get stuck together, and the program feels like it's alive and feels like it is a separate entity. It is somebody. But it's not anybody. There is simply this infinite space which is looking at a program running. And that infinite space is actually never contained inside the program. It just feels that way. That infinite space is the sound of my voice, is the room, is the light, is the space, is the time, is everything. And then this program is saying me, 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 me. Now, non-duality doesn't promise to fix the me. Lisa is not fixed. It doesn't say that it's going to make a perfect you. It will settle things down and calm things down and make the person more balanced. It's the nature of it. But it's not about you getting something. The you is an illusion. It's an illusion that you could get something. So most of the questions, most of the one-to-one sessions I do, which isn't a criticism, and I'm so happy to do it, is more about you and your life and getting to know the you. And the reason that I do that with people is because often they're elongated into seeking. So they feel uncomfortable and they seek to resolve that discomfort in time, which is a very logical thing, that you seek to resolve things in time. If you've got a thorn in your foot, seeking to go to a doctor to pull out the thorn is very sensible. But the seeking energy becomes this seeking to find home in time, where your home is here, and in time it's pain and pleasure, and the person moves towards a better life, but your freedom is right here, your presence, your home is this. what is. And sorting out the person, so sorting out the unconscious seeking patterns can be super helpful to relax that seeking energy, and then non-duality can be heard. When the person is so busy trying to find itself in the future, it's always uncomfortable. So relaxation can happen in the person. And I feel like they have to happen simultaneously. There's to be the relaxing and the listening to non-duality. But the person doesn't become awakened. There is nobody that's awakened. If somebody's telling you they're awakened, run away. If someone's telling you they're enlightened, run away. If they're telling you in a story in the sense that this awakening happened, that's okay. But if they say they are awakened or they are enlightened, that's like, who? Who would be enlightened? That's an ego that's enlightened, because nobody gets enlightened. People always say to me, you're enlightened. And I sometimes even forget to correct it because it's said so often, but how could you be enlightened? Who would be enlightened? Who are you? And you really see that your essence is not a thing and everything, and the one that's experiencing is that, then who could be enlightened? The robot, the program of the person, can't be enlightened because it's always appearing afresh in every moment and moving and changing. Who let the dogs out? Who? Who? Who let the dogs out? Who? Who? Okay, we'll go to some questions. I don't know if I've got anything to say now. Hi, Holly. Good afternoon. You're saying that nobody is enlightened, but they experience moments of enlightenment. Thank you, Holly. No, who experiences moments of enlightenment? There's nobody that exists. Who experiences moment of enlightenment? So when you're telling a story, you could say there was an awakening, but that didn't happen to someone. So when I talk about my banana fritters moment when I was in Bali, that didn't happen to me. It had an effect on the character, but it didn't happen to me. There was this change where it was seen that that person that I thought I wasn't me, and who I was this expanded presence that was everything, that was empty and full simultaneously. And then that took ages, or it still is, integrating into the character, that realization. But that is like it integrating into a computer program, like the computer program's updating and evolving from that realization. But there's nobody that awakens in that moment. Who is looking out of your eyes now?